And good afternoon. Welcome to the Highliner Activities Center. We've got junior high volleyball coming up here this afternoon and this evening here on the Highliner Activity Network as Valley City is hosting a triangular here tonight. Maple River and Fargo Oak Grove in for 7th and 8th grade volleyball. And the first match that just happened was Oak Grove and Maple River. And that was won by Oak Grove in straight sets, 25-14, 25-19. And now the Grovers are going to take on the Valley City 7th graders. That's a match we're going to be watching. And calling here will be the 7th grade match. And I'll keep you updated on what's going with the Highliners 8th grade match against Oak Grove, which will be going on on the court next door. And so we'll keep you updated on that one. But that one is yet to start because the match before it, Oak Grove and Maple River, is going to a third set. Maple River won the opening set 25-18, and Oak Grove came back and won the second set 26-24 to force a third set. So when the Highliners and Oak Grove get started, we'll keep you updated on the 8th grade match. And the 7th grade match right now is going to be Oak Grove and Valley City. And they're going to get started here in just about 4 minutes from now. We'll be back with that first serve. The Highliners and the Grovers, high school volleyball, junior high volleyball, coming away here this afternoon and this evening on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activities Center. And again, coming up, we've got 7th grade volleyball, Valley City and Fargo Oak Grove. And I do want to apologize to Grover fans. Really wasn't given a roster for the 7th and 8th graders. So I apologize for that. I think I have first names, and so I'll try to do the best I can with those that'll be on the floor here for Oak Grove. And again, that's coming up here right now. They are just finishing up their warm-ups, and then we'll have that first serve with the 7th grade. And going on over on the other court right now in the 8th grade match is Fargo Grove and Maple River. And that one was 6-4, and now it just went to zeros. So they got it was 6-4 in favor of, there we go, they're getting it. Now it's 7-4. It's 7-4, and leading that is Maple River in that third set. So on our 7th grade floor, we are going to have Valley City and Fargo Oak Grove coming up here in just a moment. And again, Valley City, the 7th graders, they are coached by Liz Lintegan, and the 8th graders coached by Jessica Gregerson. Again, we'll have the updates on the 8th graders when they take on Oak Grove here, but the match with Maple River and Oak Grove is still going on. And again, that is a 7-4 lead right now in favor of Maple River in the third set. And it was 25-18. Maple River took the first set, then 26-24. Oak Grove took the second set. So here we go as we zoom in and focus on our 7th grade match, Valley City and Oak Grove. Highlanders looking up front. They will have Haley Leak and Britta Peterson up front. And also back row, Riley Smith, Kirsten Claybo, and checking, I believe that is Cambry Westman on the back row. And I'm missing one front rower as their uniform number is being blocked by the net. I'll let you know who is starting on that front row here in just a moment. There we go. As we've got the first serve, Riley Smith will be serving it up here for Valley City. And that is Grayson Rogers is in the front row here for the Highlanders, 7th grade. So really, Riley Smith ready to serve it up. The Grovers and the Highlanders, 7th grade volleyball here from the Hack. The junior high don't have to play in the north or south gym. You get a chance to play on the big floor here with junior high volleyball this season. Here's Smith. Pass. Rogers goes back middle and not quite close enough for Britta Peterson. Drops in for the point. And Oak Grove off to a 1-0 lead. Grovers lead 1-0. Again, I do apologize. Did not get a roster from the Grovers. They didn't really have a roster with them. So I apologize for that. But here the Highlanders off the free ball. Grovers on the attack. To the net. Ball just bounces over. Picked off Haley Leak on the save. And it's going to go out. That'll be a point for Valley City. The ball rolls in the other court. We're going to have a redo on the 8th grade court. Again, 9-6. Maple River leading up in that third set against Fargo Oak Grove here. Valley City is now tied 1-1 with the Grovers. Back serving is Grayson Rogers. Serve on the way. Off the free ball. Valley City on the attack to the middle. Pass Westman and over. Oak Grove on the attack. Back to the middle. Free ball beer. No, we're going to call 4 hits. Double hit called against Oak Grove. Point Valley City. Highlanders up 2-1. With Grayson Rogers back serving, 7th graders. And Rogers fires it up and under the net. Oh, it was over. Did drop it in for the ace. So Rogers with the nice serve in the ace. And it's a 3-1 lead for Valley City. Rogers serving 3-1 here in set number 1 for the Highlanders. That's going to go wide on that far court. That'll be a point for the Grovers, 3-2. Oak Grove trailing by 1. Maple River leading 9-8 against Oak Grove in the third set on the 8th grade. Now it's tied 9-9 on the 8th grade floor. Grovers with the serve. And serving 2-3 here in the set. And the serve high, Archer on the way over. Leak, pass, set, Westman, and the attack goes long. Point Grovers, we're tied at 3. Up front, Britta Peterson here on the near side. Also front row is Leak and Westman. Here's the serve. Oak Grove serving 3-3. Leak, Westman. On the attack was Leak, actually. That was a pass by Peterson. Now back to Oak Grove, free ball. Pass by Westman. Oh, into the net. Trying to get it bumped over and dropped it into the net. That's a point for the Grovers. They go up 4-3, 3 in a row here for Oak Grove in the opening set of our 7th grade match. 4-4 is your score. Pass by Westman and then over. Leak back here to Oak Grove. To the front. Valley City on the attack. Pass by Peterson and dumped over and the point. Valley City off the kill. Take even on the score 4-4. 4-4 Highliners and Oak Grove in the opening set with Britta Peterson back to serve. And the serve on its way. That's going to be return. No, off the second hit goes out. Point Valley City. Highliners up 5-4. Maple River leading 11-10 in the third set against Oak Grove in our 8th grade match. Now here's Britta Peterson serving 5-4 for Valley City in this 7th grade match. Set middle. Free ball for the Highliners. Leak, pass, set, Westman. Off the attack, Claybo in the kill. Down the line, Kirsten Claybo with the kill. Point Valley City, and the Highliners lead at 6-4. Peterson serving 6-4 for Valley City. Here in the opening set, then 2 out of 3. And Peterson serves under the net. That'll be a point for Oak Grove. Down 1, 5-6. Oak Grove down by 1, serving here into the near court. And there's the address, and here we go. The serve on the way. Up front, pass, Leak, and that one's going to drop in. Dropped right in front of Riley Gray. And I think she and Westman, a little miscommunication, dropped in between the two. Point Grovers were tied at 6. 6-6 in the opening set, and service error. Point Valley City, they go up 7-6. Maple River leading 13-12 in the third set against Oak Grove. Now back serving for Valley City, Haley Leak. Right-hander serves it into the net. Service error, point Oak Grove. And they even things back up at 7-7. Grovers serving 7-7 here in the opening set. Maple River now up 14-12. Set match point coming up here for the Raiders off the timeout. Service error into the net for Oak Grove. Valley City back up 8-7. And they will send Cambry Westman back to serve. Serving 8-7 here in set number 1. And the right-hander fires it over. Here's Oak Grove off the free ball. Claybo puts it right back. Second kill there for Kirsten Claybo, dropping it in for the point. And Valley City up 9-7. And Westman continuing to serve. Serving 9-7 in the opening set. Westman serves into the net. Service error, point Oak Grove. Down 1, 8-9. And the Grovers will go back and serve, trailing by 1. Serving here near side. And the right-hander with the serve on the way. Oak Grove and Valley City, that's going to be an ace. That goes off of Leak. Service ace, point, Grovers. And we're tied 9-9. Set match point number 2 coming up for the Raiders. They're up 14-13 and they are keeping alive. Oak Grove on the attack. Here's Valley City. Claybo to the middle. Now dumped over by Rogers. Back to Oak Grove. Back row. Leak with the pass. Rogers set middle. Claybo up and over. Back to Oak Grove. Free ball again for Valley City. Rogers setting middle. Claybo again on the attack. Into the net. Attack error. Point. Oak Grove. They take a 10-9 lead. They've got a 3-point run here to take a 1-point lead at 10-9. Extra points going on over in the 8th grade match between Oak Grove and Maple River. That's now 15-14. Set point coming up for the Grovers. There's a serve. That's going to be in for the ace. Right along that back row. And the point for the Grovers. They have scored 4 in a row. They take an 11-9 lead here in the opening set. Grover's sweeping Maple River in the 7th grade match. Rogers back set. Clabo gets it over. Now back to Oak Grove off the attack. To the net. Clabo pass. Rogers backs up. Tries to get it back to Clabo. Kirsten gets it over. Back to Fargo Oak Grove. High free ball. Rogers tipping it over the net, dropping it in for the kill. Grayson Rogers with the point for the Highlanders, snapping a 4-point streak. And they trail by 1, 10-9. Will send Kirsten Clabo back to serve. Serving 10-11. And a right-hander into the net, drops and off. That'll be a service error, point Grovers. 12-10. Speaking of Clabo, the Highlanders, they're on the road. EDC action tonight against Fargo Shanley after coming up with a 3-game sweep over Kindred last night. In Kindred, Highlanders will have their homecoming match Thursday as they'll take on Wahpeton here at the Hack. We'll have coverage here on the Highlander Activity Network. Right now, 7th grade volleyball, 10-12, now it's 11-12 off that service error. Valley City trailing by 1. And they'll have the serve. Riley Smith will go back and serve here for Valley City. 15-15. Now 16-15. Maple River leading Oak Grove in the 8th grade match. Here are the Grovers on the attack near side, and that's going to go out. Point Valley City. We're tied at 12. 12-12 Highlanders and the Grovers. Riley Smith back to serve. And the right-hander Smith fires it over. Pass. Now free ball to Valley City. Rogers set middle. Clabo on the attack. Back to Oak Grove. Set middle. Backing up. Getting it over. Clabo with the pass. Rogers dumping it over. And we've got a whistle. We're going to have a lift. Illegal hit called against Oak Grove. Point Valley City. Maple River, they won the 3rd set over Oak Grove 17-15. So Maple River wins that match 2-1 in the 7th grade. There's a serve by Riley Smith into the net. That'll be a point. 13-13 now. Valley City and Oak Grove tied here in the 7th grade match. Highlanders and Oak Grove getting ready to go 8th grade. It'll be about a 5-6 minutes before that starts. There's another point off of service ace for the Grovers. And they're up 14-13 here in the first set. And we'll keep you updated on that 8th grade match. Well, play-by-play, the 8th graders when they take on Maple River. Here's the set, far side, down the line, off the attack. On the attack was Leak, and over on the 3rd hit, out, point, Valley City. Tied 14-14. And back to serve for the Highlanders, Grayson Rogers, serving 14 all. And that hit the top of the net and over, but it was wide. It was on the correct side of the antenna, but went wide when it dropped, so it'll be a point for the Grovers. They go back up 1, 15-14. And now serving Oak Grove, leading by 1, 15-14. Up and over off the serve. There's Westman, now Rogers. Clabo, that's going to be 4 hits. Point, Valley to Oak Grove. They go up 16-14. Leading by 2. Here's the serve for Oak Grove on the way into the net. Hit the bottom of the net. Service error, point Valley City. 15-16. Highlanders trailing by 1. Britta Peterson has the ball. She's going to be subbed down. Riley Gray is going to check in. She'll go back and serve. Riley Gray back serving here for the Highlanders. And the right-hander with the ball in the air sends it on its way into the net. Service error, point Grovers. They go up 17-15. 17-15, Oak Grove. And the Grovers with the serve. Here in the near court. Lopped it over. Rogers pass. Westman bump set middle. Leak on the attack. Back to Fargo Grove. 3 ball. Leak pass. Westman set. Clabo attack down the line. Return by Oak Grove. Leak Again, back to Westman, and then Leak gets it over. Grover's free ball back to Valley City, and a swing and a miss off the attempt by Haley Leak. That'll be a point for Grovers. They're up 18-15 here in the first set. And now 16-18 service there on the Grovers. Point Valley City, trailing by 2, 16-18. And the serve. Near side. Now to Valley City. Westman set middle. Claybo off the attack. And the kill. Claybo will get the kill. And for Kirsten, that'll be her third kill. Point Valley City. And we are 17-18. Highlanders trailing by 1. They'll have the serve. Trailing 17-18. And the serve, Haley Leak. Up and over. Off the pass. Here's the attack. Free ball for Valley City. Leak. Westman to Claybo. Into the net. Attack air. Point. Oak Grove 19-17. Grover's up by 2 here in set 1. Grovers with the serve. Abby back serving. Down the line. Into the net. Not quite over. Hit into the net. That'll be a point for Valley City, back within 1 at 18-19. And serving, Cambry Westman for Valley City, trailing by 1, 18-19. And the serve on the way. Up far side, Abby gets it over, back over to Valley City. Here's Rogers setting it up. Claybo, high attack, and going to get in. Can't be returned on that back row. Point for Valley City. Attack number, or kill number 4 for Kirsten Claybo. And Valley City has tied things up 19-19. Westman to serve for Valley City, serving 19 all. And serve on the way. And the set dropping it over. Westman there. Rogers to the middle. And free ball over by Riley Smith. Back to Oak Grove. To the middle. Valley City. Leak. Set Westman, Claybo on the attack, and the kill. Number 5 for Kirsten Claybo. And Valley City, with a 3-point run, takes a 20-19 lead here in the first set. 2019 Highlanders. They're just getting ready to get started. Oak Grove and Valley City. Actually, they're still warming up, Valley City and Oak Grove. Not quite ready to go yet. About 2.5 minutes from that 8th grade match. Here's the attack there by Claybo, number 6 for Kirsten on the kill. And Valley City up 21-19. Kirsten Claybo, I would say probably around 5'8", 5'9", possibly, as a 8th grader. A little bit of height in her family. Here's the pass up front. Here near side, into the net, off the attack. Point Valley City. Timeout, Oak Grove. 22-19. Valley City up by 3 in the opening set. Again, the Grovers and Highlanders still warming up, getting ready for their 8th grade match. And we'll have coverage of that when that begins. On the other side, we'll also keep you updated on that match. But Valley City and Oak Grove, they'll be coming up here in the 8th grade match. And on the 7th grade match right now, it's 22-19. Highlanders lead. This is coverage of junior high volleyball from the HEC on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Valley City with the serve. Cambry Westman serving. And the Highlanders a 5-point run here, lead 22-19 here in the set. Westman with the serve. Yep. Oak Grove returns. Third hit, up and over, free ball. Westman to Rogers. Man, no. Her pass to the back row. A little bit too far for Leak to get to. That'll be a point for Oak Grove. Back within 2 at 20-20. 20-22. Valley City leading. And the Grovers serving 20-22 here in the set. Serve on the way. Leak. Rogers. Leak gets it over. Oak Grove here off the free ball. Riley Smith pass. And pass a little bit too wide for Rogers to get to. Couldn't get a good set attempt. And the point there for Oak Grove gets them back within one at 21-22. Grovers serving down by one. They have scored the last two. And the serve on the way. Ace dropped in front. A little bit behind Riley Smith and right in front of the back row. Riley Gray couldn't get to it. And it dropped in front for the service ace. And the Grovers have tied things up 22-22. They're just about ready to start the first set in the 8th grade match, Valley City and Oak Grove. Here are the Highliners. Clabo over, free ball for Oak Grove. Tied at 22. Clabo pass, set Rogers middle. Clabo on the attack and the kill. And the line judge clapped instead of saying it was in, but it's clearly in. And that's the point to Valley City. They're up 23-22. Kill number 7 for Kirsten Clabo. And now Clabo will go back to serve as Britta Peterson comes back in front row. Clabo's serve. At the net, into the net. The hitter, the middle hitter there, was waiting for it to, if it was going to go over or not, hit the bottom of the net. Point Valley City, 24-22. Set point here for the Highliners. Kirsten Clabo with the serve, coming off the ace. Serve on the way. It's hit two up front, and nope, they won't get it on the third hit. Point Valley City. And the Highliners, they win the first one, 25-22. And off to a 1-0 lead in set number 1. We'll be back with set number 2. And actually, let's, I don't know, they are just getting ready to start the 8th grade match. We'll get you caught up on that one coming up. We got set 2 coming up, Valley City and Oak Grove. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. As we wait, the 7th graders, they come back out for the second set. Valley City took the first set 25-22. Highlanders off to a 3-0 start. Haley Welkin, there's a service error for Haley. It's now 3-1 as they get off to a good start, taking on Valley City. They're taking on Oak Grove. And the Highlanders will then take on Maple River in the 8th grade match. We'll have play-by-play of that one. Focus on that match when that gets started here in about a half hour. Right now, we're on the second set on the 7th grade side. The Grovers will eventually serve after they get the lineups confirmed by the official. As they have everything checked on one side. Now she's double checking the Highliner lineup. Or now checking the Oak Grove lineup. We're set. Here we go. Grover serving. From the near court. And under the net. Service there, Point Valley City off to a 1-0 start. Here in set number 2 in our 7th grade match. Grayson Rogers will go back to serve. And the serve up and over by Grayson. And to the net. Tipped over. Free ball for the Highliners. Rogers, leak to the middle. Westman gets it over. Back to Oak Grove. That near side, tipped over the left hand. Highliners. Leak gets it over to Westman. Westman will get it over the net. Valley City off the point. Back the other way. Westman. Set Leak. Claybo hit the top of the net. Got to protect that. Britta Peterson with the kill. Britta Peterson with the kill there for the Highliners. And they're up 2-0. Over in the 7th grade match. Valley City up 7-1. Here's Rogers serving for the Highliners. And wide. Wide on her serve. Here to the near side. Service error. Point Grovers. 1-2. Grovers by 1. Back to serve for Oak Grove. The left-hander sends it over. Here's Valley City. Claybo. And Smith. Nope. Tried to bump it over her head. And misfires. 8-1. Grovers. The Highliners leading on the one court. At the net. Here's Valley City. Claybo. Back to Oak Grove. Tied at 2 here in the second set. Up and over on the serve, on the pass. Set middle. Peterson attacking and out. Yes, it was out. the line judge, you gotta love it. The line judge was gonna clap like, oh, wait a minute, I gotta do my job. But it was out, clearly long on that attack by Britta Peterson. Point to the Grovers. They're up 3-2. And I think that ball might have got a little water on it, so they're gonna change volleyballs. 3-2. Grovers leading 7th grade volleyball here from the Hack on the Highland Activity Network. Ray Nelson, our camera operator, technical director here tonight. Here's Smith for Valley City. Rogers, no, that's a little too far for Rogers to get it over the net. Point Oak Grove, they're up 4-2. They've scored the last 4 points, take a 2-point lead. And the serve into the net. Service error, point Valley City. It is 3-4, Valley City by 1, trailing by 1. And back to serve, Britta Peterson. And the right-hander sends it on its way. And the ace, Peterson with the service ace. And the point for the Highliners, they have tied it 4-4. This is the 7th grade match, Valley City and Oak Grove. Over in the 8th grade match, they're in a timeout with Valley City leading there 10-2. There's a service error by Peterson. Point for the Grovers. They're up 5-4. 5-4 Valley City with the advantage, or trailing, pardon me. 5-4 Grovers with the serve and the 1-point lead. Up, over. Claybo. Leak, back to Claybo. Dropping it over, and the point. 8th kill now for Kirsten Claybo. And Valley City has evened things up 5-5 in the second set. Back to serve, Cambry Westman. Good numbers in both 7th and 8th grade classes for Valley City. To the middle, over, free ball for the Highliners. Westman, Leak, middle, Claybo, off the attack. Back to the Grovers. On the third hit, free ball for the Highliners. Claybo past the Leak. Set back to Claybo. Kirsten on the attack. And the receive. Riley Smith tried to meet the ball at the net and drop it over and couldn't quite get it over the net. Point for the Grovers. They take a 1-point lead, 6-5. 13 players for both 7th and 8th grade. There's a service there into the net for the Grovers. And Valley City's tied things back up 6-6 here in the second set. Haley Leak back serving for the Highliners. Up and over and in. Service ace by Haley Leak. Highliners lead by 1, 7-6. Leak serving from the far court. And up into the net. Service error, point Oak Grove. We're back tied 7-7. Over on the 8th grade match, Highliners lead there 12-4 against Oak Grove. Here near side, Abby serving for the Grovers. No, it's wide and out. Service error, point Valley City. They take an 8-7 lead here in our 7th grade match with Kirsten Clabo going back to serve. Clabo serving 8-7, and the right-hander lofts it over. There's a pass front and over. Free ball, Valley City. Smith, Rogers. Ronnie Smith gets it over. Free ball for the Grovers. Back to the middle. There's Rogers off the cover. And to Peterson. And Rogers gets it back over. Back over to Oak Grove. Tied at 8. Free ball, back row. Clabo. Rogers set. Far side. Over by Peterson. Oak Grove back on the attack. Dropping it over in the far side in the corner is Clabo. She gets it to Rogers. Back over to Smith. Wide on the attack by Riley Smith. So the point there for Oak Grove. They equal things at 8-8 here in the second set. And the Grovers will be serving 8-8. Here in the near court. And the serve on the way to the back row. Clabo, Smith, and no. And Rogers hit it into the net. Point, Oak Grove, 9-8. Grovers now with a 1-point lead. Valley City 8th graders up 14-6 in the opening set in that one. Here's Valley City on the attack. Rogers, Clabo, high arcer, free ball for the Grovers. And out. Pass went wide and out. Point Highliners are back tied, 9-9. Set number 2. Valley City won the first set 25-22. Riley Smith back to serve. And here's the tip. Nope, that's going to be double hit called there on Britta Peterson. So a point for Oak Grove. They take a 10-9 lead. And back to serve will be the Grovers as soon as they get their sub done. There's the substitution. 10-9, Valley City trailing by 1 here in the 7th grade match. Over on the 8th grade match, Highlanders lead the Grovers 16-6. And ball got free over here. Now I got to have a quick break. There we go. 16-6 on the 8th grade match here. The Grovers now we're tied 10-10. Service error, Valley City will get the serve back, and they'll send Grayson Rogers back to serve. Serving 10-10 here in the second set. Rogers up and no, under the net. Point Grovers. 11-10, Oak Grove trying to send us to a third set. Again, 2 out of 3 in junior high volleyball. Serve, and Rogers lets it go. Line judge says out, and the officials agree. Point, Valley City. We're tied at 11. And back to serve, Britta Peterson. No, she won't. They will bring Riley Gray in to serve for it. So they'll make the substitution. Gray goes back to serve. 18-7, Valley City 8th graders up in that match with the Grovers. Here in the 7th grade match, it's tied at 11. And Riley Gray with the serve for Valley City into the net. Point to the Grovers. They go up 12-11. Valley City. And the right-hander serves on the way. And it's going to be out. That one off of Westman, then off of Rogers and out. Point Grovers, 13-11. Leading by 2. I don't think either team has had anything more than a 2, maybe a 3-point lead here in this set. Serve on the way at 13-11. Rogers, leak, set, backing up Clabo. No, into the net, service or attack error. Kirsten Clabo. That'll be a point for the Grovers. That is now the biggest lead for either team, 14-11. Grovers leading here in the second set. And the serve, far side. Clabo, pass, leak, set. Back to Clabo. Kirsten off the attack. Here's 2, and free ball off the third hit for Valley City. Rogers to the middle. Leak, setting it up. Clabo, tipping it. Off the redirect. Dumped over. Nice job there, front row. Dropping it in for the point for Oak Grove. Just did a little redirect instead of the set. 15-11. Grover's up by 4. As they have the serve at 15-11. And they're ready to roll here. I think the young lady that just got the point wanted to serve. Well, not her turn. Here's Claybo dropping it in. Oh, nice diving dig. Kept alive. Back to Valley City. Into the net. Off the attack there by Westman. And the Grover's up 16-11 on a 9-2 run here. Grover's up by 5. And the serve on the way. Westman, Leak, Rogers to Leak, and then over by Claybo. Back to Oak Grove. Set middle, tipped over. Ice cover. Westman, Leak, over by Riley Smith. Back to Oak Grove. Free ball, Claybo. Smith sets it up. Claybo back on the attack, cross court. And Oak Grove going in here. Abby jumps it over. Back to the Leak, set middle. Off the attack, Westman. Back to Oak Grove. Good volley here for both teams and dropping it in, getting the point. Good volley there on both sides, and the Grovers will get the point, 17-11. Oak Grove leading here in the second set. And we've got a timeout taken by Valley City, trailing 17-11, and we were tied at 1.99. An 8-2 run here by the Grovers to take this 6-point lead. And over on the 8th grade match right now, Valley City leading 22-11. They're in the first set there against Fargo Grove on the 8th grade match. Again, when the Highlanders take on Maple River in the 8th grade match, we'll have play-by-play of that one. I think the 7th grade match will end first. So we kind of go back and forth here with junior high volleyball. Appreciate you joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. A gorgeous day. Walked over here from the newspaper. Beautiful day here in the Valley. Homecoming week, of course, for the Highliners. Today was Twinning Tuesday, and I think Tropical Thursday. It's school colors on Wednesday, and of course, Blue and White Friday with the homecoming parade and football game on Friday. Cross country Saturday, volleyball on Thursday. Lots of activities here in Valley City during homecoming week. Maple River having their homecoming week next week, and they'll be taking on Mayport CG in that homecoming football game next Friday. Here's Claybo on the attack and out long on the attack. That'll be a point for Oak. Well, now the line judge said, no, she said in. Now she changed their mind. She was trying to get out of the way. And it was in because she was standing and it dropped in front of her, so it was in. Point for the Highliners. 12-17, down by 5. Cambry Westman will go back to serve. Here with the serve up and ace. What's that? Just talking with our technical director and camera operator, Ray Nelson, on our coverage here. Here's Gray for Valley City, over by Leak, back to Oak Grove. 13-17, Highlanders trailing by 4. Claybo into the net. Attack error, point, Oak Grove. They lead 18-13. And the Highlanders up 24-14 in the first set of the 8th grade game. Back here, Grover's serving. They're serving 18-13, trying to send this to a third set in our 7th grade match. Gray, pass, Leak. No, can't reach it. Pass goes into the net. Grover's up 19-13. And it is a 25-13, or 25-14 was the final, as Valley City, 25-13. Valley City, 8th graders win the first set over there. They'll be getting ready for their second set. Here, Highliners trailing 13-19. Here's Leak setting it up for Claybo, and right on the line, that was out. And he touches that line, any part of it, it's out, and a good call there by the line judge. So the point for the Grovers, they're up 20-13. Down 1-0. Here's the serve. Pass, Smith, Claybo. Ooh, look out. And we got a little collision as Claybo and Leak both hit the deck. And they're okay. Just got their feet tangled up and both went down. So the point for the Grovers, 21-13. Oak Grove leading by 8. Grovers on the attack. Free ball here. Claybo, pass, Leak. Set, middle, Claybo up and over. And the A, got it, dropped it in for the kill. That's number 9 for Kirsten Claybo. And Valley City within 7, 14-21. And that'll send Haley Leak back to serve. Up on the serve on the way. That's going to be an ace. That goes out. Point Valley City, 15-21. Highliners down by 6. 15-21. And Haley Leak with the serve on the way. Here's it 2, 3, over. Free ball here for the Highliners. Westman, Rogers, and over by Claybo. Free ball and dropped in. Hit the top of the net. They returned and went into the net and under. Point Valley City, 16-21. Highliners trying to get back in this, trailing by 5 in the second set. And a service error by Leak. Point Grovers, 22-16. Grovers up by 6. Here in the second set, they're just about ready to start the second set on the 8th grade match with Fargo Grove and Valley City. Here in the 7th grade match, what we're watching right now, there's a serve. Smith to the middle. And over by Claybo. And off a couple of Grovers and out. Point Valley City. 17-22. Highliners trailing by 5. And Kirsten Claybo goes back to serve for Valley City. Serving 17-22 here in the second set. Claybo, serve, that's going to be way wide and out. Point, Grovers, 17-23. Grovers leading by half dozen. And they have the serve, serving 17-23. And that serve is going to be an ace. It goes off of Peterson. That'll be a point for the Grovers. 24-17. And the Grovers leading by 7. Set point here for Oak Grove. Yep. And under the net, point Valley City, 18-24. Set point number 2. Riley Smith will go back and serve for Valley City. Serving 18-24 here in set number 2, pardon me. And serving set 2, Riley Smith dribbles it. We'll have a discussion. The R2 chatting with the Oak Grove coach. A couple of moms coaching as the junior high coach is coaching the 8th grade. Here's the serve up and right in. Ooh, boy, that looked like it was in, but the line judge, who has a much better view than I do, says it was out. 25-18. Fargo Grove takes the second set. So we're going to a third set in our 7th grade match with the match tied 1-1. And over on the 8th grade match, they're just getting started in the 8th grade's second set. And right now that is a 1-1 tie. We'll be back with more junior high volleyball here from the HAC. It's the Highliners, Oak Grove, and Maple River on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activity Center, live here on the Highliner Activity Network. Junior high volleyball on this Tuesday afternoon as we switch into evening. The Highliners hosting Maple River and Oak Grove here in this triangular. And earlier, Maple River won in the 8th grade match over Oak Grove, 25-18, 24-26, 17-15. And Oak Grove won in the 7th grade match, 25-14, 25-19. Now here in the 7th grade match, Oak Grove just won the second set 25-18 after Valley City won the first set 25-22. And now Valley City off to a 1-0 lead to get things started here in the third set. And over in the 8th grade match, Valley City winning at set 1 25-13 over the Grovers. Here's a serve by Rogers into the net. Grayson Rogers serves it into the net. That'll be a point for the Grovers. We're tied at 1. 1-1 Valley City and Oak Grove in set number 3. Serve on the way, Rogers pass. Peterson back to the middle, over by Claybo, and free ball for Oak Grove. Pass to the front row, and over, free ball, no, that's 4 hits on the Grovers. Point, Valley City, 2-1, Highlanders by 1. And back to serve will be Britta Peterson, as she serves 2-1, set 3. And Peterson with the serve. That's going to be an ace. Peterson with the ace. And the point for Valley City. They go up 3-1. And Peterson serving here for the Highliners. The right-hander with the serve, serving 3-1 in the third set. That's going to be an ace. Another receive error. Point Valley City. They go up 4-1 here in the set. Over on the 8th grade match, that one is tied 5-5, Valley City and Oak Grove. Here's the serve, Peterson up and over. This time received nicely by the Grovers. They'll get it over. Free ball here for Valley City. Leak, Westman attacking Claybo. On the third hit, they'll get high and over. Claybo pass, Westman set middle. Leak on the attack for Valley City. Back to Oak Grove, dropping it in back row. There's Rogers to Leak. Claybo with the attack for the Highlanders. Back here to Oak Grove. To the middle, over free ball. Off the third hit, Smith, Leak, setting it. Claybo lines it up, sends it over. At the net again, hit and tipped at the net. That's going to be a point for Valley City as it dropped in on the Grovers side. Highlanders up 5-1 here in the third set. 5-1 Valley City, set number 3 here in this 7th grade match. And it's a service error by Britta. Point, Grovers 5-2. Grovers by 3, trailing by 3. And they will have the serve. Maple River, Valley City, 7th graders to follow. Maple River and Valley City, 8th graders to follow. We'll have play-by-play on the 8th grade match and then just follow the 7th graders. We're doing right now in reverse order. There's a service error. Point Valley City, they're up 6-2. But at the conclusion of this one, if that 8th grade match is still going, we will slip over and we'll cover some of that 7th grade or 8th grade Valley City and Oak Grove match. There's a kill by Claybo. Met the free ball at the net, dropped it in for the point. Her 10th kill. Kirsten Claybo picking up the kill, makes it 7-2 Valley City. And Haley Leak back serving. Serving 7-2 here in the third set. That is going to be out, way wide. And the point Grovers back within 4 at 7-3. Grovers lead 8-7 in the 8th grade match. So Valley City leading 7-3 here in the 7th grade match. And the serve on the way. Gray to Claybo, over by Smith. Over by the bleachers, and Oak Grove, no. That's going to be 4 hits on the Grovers. And it's an 8-3 Valley City lead. A young fella coming up the stairs on crutches, I'll tell you what, that's impressive as far as I'm concerned. Coming up these bleacher steps on crutches. Here's a service ace for Valley City as the receive went out, 9-3. Advantage here to Valley City in the third set. Back serving Cambry Westman, just got the service ace. And now serving 9-3. And the right-hander with the serve on the way. Pass up, free ball, tipped over by Rogers. Back to Oak Grove, free ball to Claybo. Claybo's attack is just Long on the attack. That'll be a point for Grovers, 9-4. Trailing by 5. And serving. I'll be serving here for Fargo Oak Grove. Again, Grover fans, if you're watching, I did not get rosters here. Just a couple of first names are some of the Grover players. Here's a point for Valley City. Off the tip from Rogers and then into the net for the Grovers. 10-4 Highliners lead here in the third set. Grovers leading 11-8 in the second set in the 8th grade match. Kirsten Clable back serving here for the Highliners in our 7th grade match. It's going to be an ace. The receive goes up and towards the bleachers. Point Valley City, 11-4 Highliners. Leading by 7. And Clabo into the net. Just got her second service ace. Now hits one into the net. Point Oak Grove, 5-11. Grovers down by 6. They'll have the serve. Serving 5-11. And the serve up and over. Westman, Rogers, set. Peterson on the attack and the kill. Britta Peterson with the kill for the Highliners. And they go up 12-5 here in the third set. Oak Grove leading in the second set on the 8th graders, 12-9. Here on the 7th grade side, 12-5 Valley City in the third set. Riley Smith the serve on the way. That's going to be an ace. Riley Smith with the service ace. Point Valley City, 13-5. Highliners leading by 8. And Smith with the serve. That one's a rocket serve. And it's going to be another service ace. Service ace there by Smith. 14-5 set, match point, Valley City. Riley Smith back to serve. Serving, oh, now they took a point off. Okay, must have been a do-over, but they took a point off, so it's back to 13-5. Valley City leading here in the third set. Not sure why, but they did take a point off. Here's the serve on the way. Grovers off the attack, into the net. Moot point. 14-5, Valley City gets the point back, leading by 9. Again, set match point here for Valley City. There's the serve. That's going to be a serve near side. Kept in and up. Free ball to the net. Tipped over. Dropping it wide. That's out. Point Valley City. And the Highliners take the third set 15-5. And the 7th graders win the match 2-1. We'll take a quick break. Then when we come back, we're going to be focusing in on our 8th grade match. Valley City and Oak Grove. Right now, that's 14-5. Grovers leading the second set. We'll be back with the continuation and the conclusion of that 8th grade match coming up. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, the 7th grade match went to Valley City, 25-22, 18-25, 15-5. And now we're going to focus in on the 8th grade match. Valley City is taking on Oak Grove. And Valley City won the first set 25-13. Highlanders have the ball. Josie Heck is back to serve here for the Highlanders, as Oak Grove leading here in second set 16-13. So they're trying to send it to a third set here in the 8th grade match. Here's a pass, Sather. Heck, set middle, off the attack, Welkin. Back over to the Grovers. Attacking cross court and out. Point to the Highlanders. 14-16, Highlanders by 2. Josie Heck to serve. Serving 14-16. Some of junior high football players starting to make their way over here, as they are just done with their practice. Here's Oak Grove on the attack and in. That was in off the attack for the Grovers, 17-14. So the Grovers lead the 8th grade match as we're watching it now against Valley City in the second set, 17-14. Maple River and Valley City 7th graders are warming up, and they're probably about 5-6 minutes away. And we're going to be on this 8th grade court now for the remainder of this triangular. We've got the conclusion of this one, and then we'll have Valley City and Maple River 8th graders. Service error there on the Grovers. Point Valley City, 15-17. Valley City down 2. Avery Marthaler back serving here for the Highlanders. And Marthaler with the serve, far side. Oak Grove off the attack. Free ball here for Valley City. Heck, set middle. Oh, and that one was a little bit too far for Welkin, and Chloe Liebersbach couldn't get to it. And it'll drop in for the point for the Grovers. 18-15. Grovers leading by 3. There's the serve on its way over. Set middle, and who's going to get to it? Welkin tried to punch it over, and didn't get enough fist and just hit it under the net. I think she was getting heckled by someone in the front row. Turning a quick smile to him. That'll be a point for the Grovers. They're up 19-15, and a timeout taken by Valley City. 19-15. Valley City is trailing by 4 with Fargo Oak Grove in this 8th grade match. We'll have the 8th graders and Maple River coming up here. Speaking of Maple River, Maple River Raiders taking on Central Cass in volleyball tonight in the newly christened Raider Activity Center, the RAC. I was talking to some of the Maple River varsity volleyball players. They were here this past weekend for the Highliner Classic, and they're calling it the RAC. Of course, this is the Hack, and they call that one the RAC. And they are playing their first volleyball match in the new facility over at Maple River tonight, as the Raiders are going to be taking on Central Cass in volleyball. So good luck to the Raiders tonight against the Squirrels in the volleyball in the newly christened and their first event in the RAC. And that place is probably going to be absolutely jam-packed to the rafters. And I have not had a chance to tour the facility, though you look at some of the pictures, it's an outstanding looking facility. 20-15 right now. The Grovers leading. Here we go. And back to the 8th grade match. Valley City Welkin gets it over. Free ball for the Grovers. On the attack, Oak Grove leading by 5. Back row, pass to the front, and then bumped over by Svenningsson and over by Heck, actually. The pass by Svenningsson. Here's a pass from Marthaler. Heck will drop it over. Oak Grove back on the attack off the free ball. And the attack here near side. Nice dig. Heck set up. Liebersbach and over by Svenningsson. Back to Oak Grove off the attack. Into the near side. Down the line. Diving the dig by Heck to the net. She's right there to cover. Pass. Svenningsson. Nope, she dropped it over the net. Here's Liebersbach. Back to Heck. Setting it up for Welkin. Welkin on the attack. Great volley here. Here's Oak Grove back attacking again at the net. And net's going to be 4 hits, or at least hit into the net on the 3rd hit. Great volley there, and the Highlanders get rewarded with the point. 16-20, Valley City trailing by 4. And back to serve will be Haley Welkin, serving 16-20 into the net. Service error. 16-21. Grovers trailing by 5. Or leading by 5 with the serve. pass, Marthaler. Heck with the set. On the attack, Sather into the net. Attack error, point Grovers. They go up 22-16. 7th grade match just getting started. As Oakley Lindemann is back serving for the Highliners, and she gets an ace right off the get-go. Here's Oak Grove serving. Serving 22-16 in the second set. That's going to go right over the head of the up official and out. So the side out. And they were playing without a line judge, but that's okay because that was clearly didn't need a line judge there. And the point for Valley City. Here's a serve on the way by Svenningsson on our 8th grade match. 22-17, Grovers with the lead, now 22-18. An attack error there, point Valley City. Highlanders trail by 4, 18-22 here in the second set. They won the first set, 25-13. Janie Svenningsson back serving. And throws it up in the air and doesn't hit it. We got a do-over. We'll do it again. Here's a serve on the way. Pass, no, Aaron, that's an ace. Svenningsson with the ace. And now back serving is Svenningsson, serving 19-22. Highlanders trailing by 3 as they work their way back into this one. Here's a serve on the way, 3 straight points here by the Highlanders, and make it 4 as that receive goes wide. Point Valley City, 20-22. Highlanders down by 2. They have scored 4 points in a row here. And Svenningsson goes back to serve. Serving, 20-22. Oak Grove here on the attack into the net. Point Valley City, 21-22. It is a 5-point run here for the Highliners to get within 1. 21-22. And the serve on the way here from Svenningsson at the net. Janie sends it over. Free ball to the Highliners. Svenningsson drops it back over. Back to Oak Grove. To the middle. Tipping it over the line. Welcome with a nice diving dig. And free ball going over to Oak Grove. They'll get it over. Free ball for Valley City. Dropping it over. Sather and dropped it behind the front row and in front of the back row. Point Valley City. Highlanders have scored 6 in a row and have tied things up 22-22 here in the second set. As they're trying to sweep this one, they won the first set 25-13. Svenningsson with the serve. Far side receive. Bump set middle. Off the attack. Back row. Svenningsson. Now Dantes gets it to the middle. Sather dropping it over. Back to Oak Grove. At the net. As Sather, I think, out jumped one of the Grovers. That's going to be a point for Valley City. They're going to call actually a net violation on Oak Grove, and Valley City's up 23-22, and the Grovers want to talk it over. Timeout taken by Oak Grove. 25-22, 23-22, Valley City by 1. As they have scored 7 points in a row to take the 1-point lead. 7-2 over in our 7th grade game. And Valley City back serving, as we'll do a quick play-by-play there. We'll just let you know Haley Martin is serving here for the Highlanders. And she's going to get an ace. Highlanders are up 8-2 in the opening set against Maple River. And we'll have play-by-play of this 8th grade match between Valley City and Maple River. And the Highlanders will battle back, scored 7 points in a row, lead by 1, 23-22 here in the second set. Now serving here is Svenningsson. Now on the way with the serve. Back row. Oak Grove off the attack. Free ball here. Sather sends it back over. Back here to the Grovers. Here's the middle set. Attacking back row. Dug out by Welkin. Svenningsson keeps it alive. And no, that was on the backside of the antenna. That'll be a point for the Grovers. We're tied at 23. Snapped the 7-point run that the Highlanders had to get the lead. And now it's 23-23 here in the first set. Or second set, pardon me. Valley City won the first set, 25-13. And Maple River has battled back and scored a 3-1 run here to get within 3 at 5-8 against Valley City in the 7th grade match. Here's Fenningson up front, then over by Sather. Free ball to the Grovers. Set, backside, and the attack into the net. Point Valley City. 24-23. Set match point here for the Highliners. They'll send Chloe Liebersbach back to serve. And the right-hander with the serve on the way. Back row to the front and over. Free ball, Highliners. Sather. Svenningson gets it up and over. Free ball here to the Grovers. Second hit, far side, cross-court attack. Liebersbach kept alive briefly. Oh, great job by Sather and by Marthaler to keep that alive for the Highliners. And they're going to maybe get a point out of it. Right back over by Marthaler. Now back here is Oak Grove on the attack. Tipping it over, Svenningson with the cover. To the net, drop back in, and the point. Boy, that was a great volley, but what a job. First was Liebersbach off the dig. Marthaler going over towards the bench, kept it alive, and Sather's the one that got it over to keep the point going. But Oak Grove will get the point, and we've got bonus points or extra points here in the second set. We're tied at 24. Here's a serve on the way. Sather receives to the middle, and a block at the net. Point Grovers, 25-24. Set point here for Oak Grove, as they are up by 1. Trying to extend this to a third set. Serving 25-24. And, she lets that serve go. It goes out, but she tried to receive. Point Grovers, and they take the set 26-24. So we are tied 1-1 as we head to a third set in our 8th grade match, Valley City and Fargo Oak Grove. Over in the 7th grade match right now, they're in the opening set, and the Highliners lead that one now 13-6, as they just got a service ace from Evelyn Jacobson, and they are up 13-6 in the first set over in the 7th grade match. We'll be back with our third set. Oak Grove and the Highliners in 8th grade volleyball. This is junior high volleyball live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, just having a quick chat with our technical director, Ray Nelson, who's also our camera operator. And we're going to kind of keep this wide shot as we have right now so you can see both courts. We'll kind of keep up then on what's going on with both of them. But once the Maple River Valley City 8th grade match starts, we'll be focusing in on just that one. We've got a wide shot right now. Valley City is up 2-1. To your left is the 8th grade match, and to your right is a 7th grade match. And the Highliners is Kirsten Klebel with the serve and out. It is 8-19 as Valley City and Maple River here in the 7th grade match. And let's get back to the Highliners on the 8th grade match here. There's an ace by Haley Welkin. And the Highliners up now 3-1. Again, just recapping our scoring in the 7th grade match for Oak Grove and Valley City. Valley City won that one in 3 sets, 25-22, 18-25, 15-5. And then in the 8th grade match right now, that is what is going on here on the left-hand side of your screen. Valley City won the first set, 25-13. Oak Grove just took the second set, 26-24. And now in the third set, Valley City leads 3-2. And on the right-hand side of your screen, we have our 7th grade match going on. And Valley City is leading that one by a score of 20-8, and that against Maple River is in the first set. Maple River just gained a point, and it is 9-20 is the score with Maple River. And heading back to serve, Madison Hannison is back serving here for the Raiders. As we look at that again on the right-hand side of your screen, Maple River and Valley City in our 7th grade match with the Highliners leading 20-9. And Valley City on the attack, Klebel up and over. And back front row, and a little bit short there for Piper Kohler. Piper Kohler could not get a pass off. Now back to serve for Valley City. They'll have Presley Nielsen back serving here in the 7th grade match. And here, Haley Sather just had a service error for the Highliners. So again, on the left-hand side of your screen, it's the 8th grade for Valley City against Fargo Oak Grove. And right now, Valley City leads that 4-3. On the right-hand side of your screen is Maple River and Valley City. And right now, that is Valley City 22-10, leading in set number 1 against Maple River. Again, we still have the Maple River and Valley City 8th graders. And when that match starts, we'll focus in on that one when that 8th grade match between Valley City and Maple River does get started. But we're just kind of watching them both right now. This is coverage of the Highliner Junior High Volleyball Triangular here from the Hack here on the Highliner Activity Network. Appreciate you joining us here on this Tuesday night, Highliner Homecoming Week. Will be Maple River's Homecoming Week next week. And we were talking about it earlier. Maple River Volleyball, varsity volleyball, taking on Central Cass tonight as they are christening their new Raider Activity Center, the RAC in Tower City. The brand new facility opening up tonight as far as their first activity. And again, they take on Central Cass in volleyball. Right now, Valley City on the 7th grade match lead 24-11. Here's Cassie Hansen with the serve and the ace. And Hansen with the ace there for Valley City. Or check that. That is Avery Kalmbach, and that'll be a point for the Highliners. And the Highliners will win 25-11. So the Highliners 7th graders win 25-11 and take the first set against Maple River. So let's get back over to our, on the left-hand side of your screen, the 8th grade match between Valley City and Oak Grove, with the Highliners leading there 6-5. Jay Potratz is back serving here for the Highliners here in the near court. And the serve into the net, service error, point for the Grovers. We're back tied 6-6. So the Grovers and Highliners are tied 6-6 here in set number 3. Here's Heck. And over by Potratz, tip to the net, dropping it in for the point. Chloe Liebersbach with the kill there for the Highliners. They go up 7-6 here in the third set. And let's see who's going back to serve. Is it Avery Marthaler? Iva Dante. So it'll be Avery Marthaler is going to go back to serve. They make sure they have the rotation. So Marthaler is back serving here for the Highliner 8th grade. They lead 7-6 in the third set. There's an attack and the kill for Oak Grove. And they have tied things up 7-7. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Valley City Highliner Junior High Triangular, Maple River and Oak Grove in town. Right now we are watching the Highliner 7th graders on the right-hand side of your screen. They are getting ready to start the second set against Maple River after winning the first set 25-11. And on the left-hand side of your screen is Valley City and Oak Grove in the 8th grade match. And it is the third set in that match after Valley City and Oak Grove split the first two. And that's going to be a point there for the Grovers off 4 hits on Valley City. So 8-7, Grovers leading. As we watch now the 8th grade match, they lead 8-7. And Oak Grove is serving from the far court here to the near court. And the serve wide on the way. Welkin receives. Pass over. Back to the middle. Tipping it over. Off the cover there was Potratz. Heck gets it back over to Welkin. Back here to Oak Grove. Set middle. No, set right side. Attack goes off of Liebersbach. Or Marthaler went off her arm and out. That'll be a point for Oak Grove. And they go up 9-7 in the third set. They won that second set 26-24 to send it to a third set. Here's Heck. Welkin. And then Potratz dumping it over. Back to Oak Grove. Free ball for Valley City. Right back by Liebersbach. Here are the Grovers at the net. Heck off the free ball. Tipping it over. Off the attack here is Oak Grove. Into the net. Attack here on the Grovers. Point Valley City. 8-9. Highliners down 1. And they will have the serve with Chloe Liebersbach. Sather comes in front row for Valley City. And Liebersbach with the serve. That's going to be an ace. And we're going to have a whistle and a do-over as the ball comes over into the 7th grade court. So again, it is, well, now they want to take that, it is 9-9. Yep, that was an ace. 9-9, Valley City has tied Oak Grove, and that serve error on Liebersbach. So Oak Grove goes up 10-9 here in the third set. 7th grade match right now. Valley City up 5-0 in set number 2 of the 7th grade match. Oak Grove serving. And the serve on the way. Here's Liebersbach. Back set Potratz. Heck off the attack and back into the middle. Ooh, how'd they get that around the antenna? But she did. And a point. She was heading out of bounds, but somehow was able to get it over the net on the correct side of the antenna. Point Oak Grove 11-9. Grovers by 2. And back serving here, the Grovers serving 11-9. Liebersbach pass. Potratz tipping it over. Off the cover, back to Valley City. Marthaler. Set Potratz. Attack Welkin. Back to the Grovers. Attacking tip to the net by Sather. Nice pancake by Potratz. Kept alive by Marthaler in the point. That was started by a great pancake by Jay Potratz to keep it alive. And then Avery Marthaler got it over. Point Highlanders. 10-11. Valley City down by 1 in the third set. That'll send Jay Potratz back to serve for Valley City. Serving here near court. Serving 10-11. Serve up. And hits off a backboard above the ceiling, or above the court. Heck, back over to Potratz. Welkin on the attack and out. Point, Oak Grove. So the Grovers go up 12-10. Here in the third set, after coming back, winning the second set 26-24. So the Grovers with the serve, serving 12-10. 7th grade match, Valley City leading Maple River 5-4. And that is in the second set, as Valley City won 25-11 in the first set. Back into our 8th grade match, Oak Grove serving far court, near court. And first they got to get the rotation and the right people in the right spots on the floor. That is our delay right now, as Summer is getting them organized. And everybody's where they're supposed to be now. Here's Oak Grove serving. Serving 12-10. And into the net. Service error, Point Valley City. 11-12. Highliners get the serve back, trailing by 1 here in the third set. And they will bring in Ivadantes is coming in, but back to serve will be maybe Welkin. So Welkin is back serving for Valley City. Serving 11-12 here in the third set. And they're actually having a discussion with the scores table. Jessica Gregerson, the coach of the 8th grade team for Valley City, and Liz Lintegan, the coach of the 7th graders for the Highliners. And right now they are in the second set. 7th graders for Valley City leading the Maple River 7th graders 7-5 in that second set after Valley City won 25-11. So while we have a little bit of a delay, let's get back to that 7th grade match where Presley Nielsen is back to serve here for Valley City. Serve on the way. That's an ace. As Hannison could not receive. Point Valley City, they go up 8-5. And there's a serve in into the net. Welkin. Service error. Point to Oak Grove back in our 7th grade match. 13-11. So Oak Grove back serving as we're back over here to our 8th grade match. Oak Grove serving 13-11 in the third set. Here's a serve on the way. Welkin receives. Pass to Potrax. Jay setting it up. Off the attack was Marthaler. And there's a point. Off of the Grovers. Point Valley City. 12-13. Highliners down 1. That'll send Josie Heck back to serve. Heck serving 12-13. Here in set number 3. Ooh, almost fanned on that one and didn't even get it to the net. Almost hit one of her front row teammates. So 14-12, set match point for Oak Grove. Rovers up by a deuce, serving. 14-12 here in the third set. And the serve on the way right there. Welkin receives. High pass. Heck with the set over by Marthaler. Back here to the Grovers. Set middle. Free ball here for Valley City. Heck set to Potrax. Jay gets it back over. Oak Grove setting it. Right side. Attacking back row. Welkin with a nice dig. Kept alive by Potrax. Here's Josie Heck gets it over for the Highliners. Back to the Grovers. Middle of set. Off the attack. Kept alive by Dantes. Over by Marthaler. They're going to call illegal hit against the Highliners. That'll be a point for the Grovers. And the Grovers will take the third set 15-12. And they will win the match 2-1. So the 8th grade match between Valley City and Oak Grove is concluded. And the Grovers, they go 1-1 here in this triangular, losing to Maple River 25-18, 24-26, 17-15. And then winning here over Valley City 13-25, 26-24, 15-12. So the Grovers go 1-1 in this triangular. Valley City 8th graders, now they'll get ready and take on Maple River. And we'll have play-by-play of that match here when that gets started. But we will continue on here with our split screen and keep you updated on the 7th grade match. Right now it's in the second set. Highliner 7th graders, they're up 15-6. They won the first set 25-11. And Evelyn Jacobson is back serving here for Valley City. Off the pass, Hannison. Up front, dumped over by Bada. Back to Valley City, Clabo. Here near side, sliding dig by Thur. Kept alive in the middle, Viali. Now back to Valley City. Highliners get it over off the hit. And just getting it over was Kalmbach. And that was right in front of Bada. Bada could not get to it. Point Valley City, 16-6. Highliner 7th graders leading by 10. Here's Jacobson with the serve. Into the net. Service error. And Point Raiders, 7-16. It is a 9-point lead for the Grovers. Or for the Highlanders. The Grovers just walked by me, so I kind of got confused there. There's the service error by Maple River. Valley City up 17-7 here in our 7th grade match. Maple River and Valley City 8th graders are warming up. And they are just a couple of minutes away from getting started. Here's Clabo with the serve in our 7th grade match for Valley City. At the net, Kalmbach into the net. It's going to be 4 hits or nose hit or something, but it'll be a point for the Raiders. 8-17, Raiders down 9, and they will have the serve. Going back to serve, Piper Kohler is back serving. Kohler, pardon me, Piper Kohler back serving here for the 7th grade team from Maple River. And she hits it off the support, the net support. Point Valley City, 18-8 Highliners. And they will send Oakley Lindemann back to serve. Oakley, part of that 12U state championship Valley City Viper hockey team a couple of years back. And the service there by Lindemann. That'll be a point for the Highliner, or for the Raiders. 9-18, Raiders down 9. And they'll get the serve back. Lauren Bosch back serving. Younger sister of Carter on the Maple River football team. Here's the attack sent over by Nielsen. Valley City, pass Lindemann. Set, Kalmbach to the middle. Over by Martin. Back to the Raiders. Free ball here for the Highliners and drop it in for the point. There was Emery Thur with a little drop-in kill. And it's 10-18. Raiders down 8. And the serve on the way. Raiders on the attack. Oh, it's kept alive there briefly by Nielsen. Nielsen diving, had the hit, but Nora Thompson tried to go into that far corner. It was a good place to put it, but Nielsen was able to come back and get it, but it is a point for the Raiders. Bosch serving, 11-18. No, into the net. Or we're going to have a do-over. We're going to have a do-over. We're going to do it again. So that will be serve here for Lauren Bosch. She serves 18-11 for the Raiders. There's Kalmbach, back row. Over by Clabo. Back to the middle. Thur. Tipped over by Thompson to Valley City. Back to the middle. Over by Martin. And the point. And that one goes off of Naomi Phelps. Point Valley City, 19-11. Highliners leading by 8. Here in the second set. And, hang on. I thought there was a whistle, but it was not on our court. It's an ace. I think everybody kind of stopped when they heard that whistle. Even I did. But it is a point as the 8th graders for Valley City and Maple River will get started here momentarily. 7th graders still playing with the Highliners up 20-11. Highliners on the attack over by Nielsen. There's in the middle. Thompson going into that far corner. On the cover, Clabo. Pass, Jacobson. Off the attack there by Nielsen. And they will get the point. Now goes a tip and out. Point Valley City. 21-11. Highliners by 10. As soon as this 7th grade match is done, we'll slide over and cover the 8th grade match because that will be the last match of the night. Here is Maple River. There's an ace off the serve by Avery Kalmbach. And Valley City up 22-11 here in our 7th grade match. And Kalmbach back to serve. Serve on the way, pass by Hennessy. At the net, Nielsen. Back row pass by Bada and out. The pass goes out. Point Valley City, 23-11, the Highliners. As they try to win this one in 2. And they lead 23-11. Kalmbach back to serve. Pass, Thur to Valley City. To the middle, Nielsen into the net on the attack error by Presley. Point Raiders, 12-23. Raiders down 11. Back serving, Madison Hannison for Maple River. Here serving near court to the far court. Hannison sends it up, sends it over. Cross court, out. Wide, Point Valley City. 24-12 Highliners. Set match point here for Valley City. And back to serve will be Haley Martin. Serving set match point. Highliners won 25-11, up 24-12, and service error. Point Raiders, 13-24. Raiders will get the serve, down 11. Before we'll have a sub here coming in. Piper Kohler will come into the lineup here for the Raiders. Coming in for Valley City will be Cassie Hansen. She'll go back row. And serving for the Raiders is Nora Thompson. Nora here near court. Serving 13-24. Set match point number 2 for Valley City. Nielsen, nope, off Presley, and out. Point, Raiders, 14-24. Raiders down 10 with the serve. Thompson serving. We'll get you over to that 8th grade match here in just a bit with Maple River up 4-0. Here we'll finish off the 7th grade match. Set, Claybo attacking for the Highliners. Down the line, kill, and the point. And Valley City takes the second set, 25-14. And the Highliners 7th graders, they take the match over Maple River 2-0. So now we're going to head over to our 8th grade match, as this is our final match of the evening here in this triangular. And before we get to that, just to get you caught up on what has happened so far. Maple River, their 8th graders defeated Oak Grove 25-18, 24-26, 17-15. Oak Grove won the 7th grade match 25-14, 25-19 against Maple River. In the 7th grade match, Valley City and Oak Grove, that was won by Valley City 25-22, 18-25, 15-5. And the Oak Grove Grovers, they won the 8th grade match over Valley City 13-25, 26-24, and 15-12. And just completed the 7th grade match. Valley City 25-11, 25-14 over Maple River. And so now our final match of this triangular has Valley City and Maple River. So we'll focus on that, as that is our only match going on here on the court to your left as you look at the split screen. And Grovers, or the Raiders, let's get my right roster here, serving there was Nori. Raiders off the attack, tipping it over, dropping it in Jocelyn Jullison. Back to Valley City, back row, sent over by Svenningson. Back here to the Raiders. Bump set, Killoran, and over by Juliuson. Back to Valley City, Svenningson off the free ball. Nice cover on the back middle row there by Killoran, but it goes backwards, and that'll be a point for Valley City. 3-5, Highlanders down 2. Lauren Hoganson will have the ball, and actually it'll be Lexi Svenningson that'll be back serving. Lexi, a member of that state championship tennis team this year for Valley City. And Lexi Svenningson serving here for the Highlanders. Up, back row. Raiders, no. There's a couple of Raiders, Carly Holland and Allie Killoran, both went after it. It'll be a point there for Valley City. And Svenningson is back serving, 4-5. And the serve on the way, ace. Svenningson. A few of those serving in the tennis court. And coming up with one here, we're tied 5-5. This is the opening set of our 8th grade match, Valley City and Maple River. And Lexi Svenningson sends it over. At the net, set, Overland into the net. Point, Valley City. Highlanders now 4 points in a row, lead 6-5 here in the opening set. Svenningson back to serve. And the serve on the way. Pass, Juliuson. Killoran, front row, up and over by Lark. Back here to Valley City. Set, Potratz, and then off the attack there was Brielle Dulay. Back to Valley City, Svenningson, and no, hits off the up official. And it'll be a point for Maple River. And we are tied 6-6 as we now focus in on our 8th grade match. Checking in for the Raiders, Harper Peterson will come in. And she'll be setting up in the front row. Here's Potratz, Svenningson. And on the far side, over by Hoganson. Back here, Maple River. Set, near side attack, cross court by Juliuson, and the kill. Jocelyn Juliuson with the kill there for the Raiders. They go up 7-6. Here in set 1 of our 8th grade match. And back serving, Kinley Lark here for the Raiders. And far side, and the receive out off of Potratz. That is a point for Maple River. They go up 8-6. And serving here, Kinley Lark for Maple River Raiders. Hope Page and Maple Valley combined to make that. Finley Hoffland sends it over. Now here's Maple River off the attack. Cross court. Valley City. Potratz to the middle. Hoffland sends it over. Back to the Raiders. Set by Kaloran. Into the middle. Over by Peterson. And the kill. Peterson off the kill. Back row pass. Hoganson was unsuccessful. And it's now 9-6. Valley City by 3. Trailing by 3. And Kinley Lark will continue to serve. Serving 6-9 and in right on the back line. That's an ace for Kinley Lark. 10-6. Raiders up by 4. And they will continue to serve from the far court. Here to the near court. And Lark with the serve. Near side. That one is just long. Point Valley City. 7-10. Highlanders down 3. They'll send Jay Potratz back to the service line. As she serves. 7-10. Here's a serve on the way. And that's going to be an ace. Served there by Potratz. Point Valley City. 8-10 Highliners. And serving here is, that's going to be way wide. A little curveball there by Potratz as her serve really sliced there around the antenna but went out. That'll be a point for Maple River. They're up 11-8. They will send Shelby Overland back to the service line. Overland serving. And the serve on the way. Svenningsson. Back set Potratz. Off the attack, Dulé. Here's the Raiders on the attack. Overland gets it over. Pass Hoganson off of Potratz and a point for Maple River. They go up 12-8 here in the first set. And back serving Overland here for Maple River. On the far side, back rows, Lexi Svenningsson gets it over. Back to the Raiders. Front row, Overland. And then up and over by Peterson. And we have a whistle, and that violation called against Harper Peterson. That'll be a point for Valley City. Highlanders within 3 at 9-12. And they will send Brielle Dulé back to serve. Serving 9-12 here in the set. Here's a serve. Nope, Dulé goes under the net. Can't quite get the height that she needed. 13-9. The Raiders by 4. Just got Oak Grove on the brain right now. Jocelyn Juliuson back to serve here for Maple River. And waiting for the go-ahead. And the serve into the net. And now with the point for Valley City, 10-13. Back to the service line, Finley Hoffland with the serve. And kept alive here on the second hit by Norrie. Back to Valley City on the free ball. Potratz, far side, backing up. Torbenson gets it over, and Leah hits it out. That'll be a point for the Raiders. They go up 4, 14-10. And they will send Harper Peterson back to serve. Peterson sends it up and sends it over. Here to the near side, Svenningsson. Potratz dropping it over. Off the attack. Over here by Fonbula for Maple River. She'll get the attack here, dropping it in. Potratz there on the cover. Svenningsson. And, Torbenson didn't know what she wanted to bump or how she wanted to hit that one, and went off the heel and went underneath the netting. That'll be a point for Maple River. 15-10 with Peterson continuing to serve for the Raiders. Serving 15-10 here in this first set. Svenningsson, Potratz, back set, and Torbenson gets that one over. Free ball for the Raiders. Here to the near side, attacking is Norrie down the line, and the point. Leyland Laurie with the kill, and the point here for the Raiders. 16-10. Maple Valley up by 6. And Peterson back to serve. On the back row, Peterson serving it up. Over, Torbenson, Potratz, and Svenningsson gets it over. Lexi Svenningsson gets the kill. Kill there for the Highliners. And the back within 5, 11-16. That'll send Janie Svenningsson back to the service line. And she will serve 11-16. Substitute coming in, defensive specialist here, Carly Holland, back for the Raiders. Here's Janie Svenningsson with the serve. Pass up front, kept alive by Kaloran. And a free ball over here for the Highliners, Potratz. Svenningsson just got it over the net. Nice sliding cover there by Juliuson. And then the attack goes out and long. That'll be a point here for the Highliners, are within 4, 12-16. And Svenningsson with the serve. Juliuson, front row, Lark, and over by Kaloran. Here's Valley City. Svenningsson, back set. Potratz gets it back to the middle, got it over. Nice job there by Jay. Back here, Kaloran for the Raiders, dropping it in for the kill in front of Hoffman. That'll be a point for the Raiders. They go up 5, 17-12. 5-point advantage for Maple River. And Allie Kaloran back to serve. Alicia Kaloran, her mom, the former head coach at Maple River for the varsity. Here's the Raiders dumping it over. Back set, Svenningsson. Potratz into the net. That'll be a point here for the Raiders. They go up 18-12. Back to serve, Allie Kaloran. And they do a quick sub. Out comes Lark, and into the front row they bring in Cynthia Phelps. Here's Svenningsson setting it up. Torbenson on the attack for Valley City. Back to the Raiders. Overland to the net. Svenningsson right there, and into the hands of Phelps. Well, you can't catch it. You got to hit it. And so that is a point for Valley City. Highlanders by 5, 18-13. With a 5-point advantage. Oh, no, hang on a minute. I thought it was Point Valley City. I believe it was. So they are going to bring in Lauren Hokinson. She'll go back to serve. Hokinson serving 18-13. Here in set number 1. Into the net. Side out. Point Raiders 19-13. This is the first set here in our 8th grade match. The last match here in this triangular that we have here in the Hack. Here's a serve by Layla Nori, and an ace. Nori right down the line, drops in the ace in front of Potratz. Point there for the Raiders, 20-13. Maple River with the advantage, and Nori back to serve. And the right-hander sends it up, sends it into the net. Service error, point Valley City. 14-20, 6-point advantage here for the Raiders. And checking in for the Raiders, Charlie Kosowski was back to coming in, but back to serve for Valley City. Lexi Svenningsson, and her serve, dropping it in for ace. That's her second ace of the match. 15-20, Valley City down by 5. And Svenningsson with the serve, far side. That's kept alive, Kaloran. She'll get it over. Svenningsson, nope, can't do anything there. Dropped in front of her. Allie Kaloran with the kill. 21-15, Valley City by 6. Trailing by 6, pardon me. And Kinley Lark will go back to serve. Lark serving 21-15 from Maple River. Svenningsson with the receive. Potratz back to the middle. Over by Hoffman. Back to the Raiders. Dumped over by Holland. And the point for the Raiders. And back to serve momentarily. Kinley Lark. After they bring Teresa Peterson into the front row for the Raiders. Raiders 22-15 leading here in the 8th grade match. Svenningsson back set. Attack Dulé and wide on the backside of the antenna. Point Raiders, 23-15. Raiders by 8. And Lark will serve. Right-hander sends it over. And the point off the ace by Lark, 24-15. Set point here for Maple River. Here's the serve on the way into the net. Service error, Point Valley City. 16-24, Highlanders down 8. Jay Potratz back to serve. Serve off the way. Kaloran back here to the middle. Then over by Juliuson. Free ball for the Highlanders. Potratz. Svenningsson at the net. Hofflin got it over. Back to the Raiders. Ooh, pass up front. And backing up to try to attack was Peterson. And did not get to the ball. Dropped in for the point. Highlanders within 7. 17-24. Set point match. Set point number 2 here. And it's an ace off of Kaloran. Her pass cannot be handled up front. Point Valley City, 18-24. Highlanders within 6. Jay Potratz back to serve. And here's Kaloran with the pass. Overland dumps it over. Potratz in the cover. Svenningsson backing up. Dulé gets it over the net. Back to Juliuson. Overland. Juliuson, that's going to be 4 hits on the Raiders. Point Valley City, 19-24. Timeout, Raiders. Highlanders with 4 points in a row. Have cut the lead down to 5. 19-24 in the opening set. We're back with more 8th grade volleyball here from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Here's Valley City. Jay Potratz with the serve. And the receive. Charlie Kosowski's pass does not connect with the teammate. And the Highlanders, now with 5 in a row, have got the lead down to 4 at 20-24. Potratz with the serve. At the net and into the net. As the pass a little bit too far for Overland to get to. And Point Valley City. Valley's 21-24. I think Valley City thought it was Valley City thought it was a point for the Raiders, and they were getting ready to get set for the second set. But here's Valley City, and in on the kill there by Overland. That point goes to the Raiders, and they do take the set 25-21 after a 6-point run there by the Highlanders to get within 3. But then the Raiders take it 25-21. We'll be back. Second set coming up. The Raiders and the Highlanders. 8th grade volleyball action from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. We'll be right back here on Thursday with the Highlanders homecoming volleyball match as they will be taking on the Wahpeton Huskies in EDC volleyball. Tonight they're on the road at Fargo Shanley. Highlanders winning in 3 sets over Kindred last night, 3-0. To improve to 8-3 on the season, their 8th win in the last 9 matches. They had 3 players that had double-doubles last night. Katie Koka, Joey Borg, and Bryn Leak, all with double-doubles. Borg and Koka, double figures in kills and digs, and Leak and digs and assists. And tonight they're at Fargo Shanley taking on the Deacons in EDC play, and they'll be home Thursday for their homecoming match against Wahpeton. Here we are in the second set, Valley City with the attack there, up and over by Svenningsson, and there's the whistle. Svenningsson with the kill. 1-0 Valley City here in set number 2. And the serve on the way. Potratz into the net off the receive. Back row there by Juliuson. And a point for the Highlanders. They go up 2-0. Potratz was serving when the Highlanders rattled off those 6 points in a row to get within 3 in the first set. And now she's got 3 in a row here. An ace on that one, 3-0 Valley City. She served at zeros, and at 1, and then at 2. So she's 3 for 3 in her serving here. Got us off to a 3-0 start. Oh, there's a serve into the net. Jinxter, my bad. And I'll take the blame on that one. 3-1. And now back serving, Allie Kaloran. Here's the serve on the way. And the ace. Kaloran serving, 2-3, up and over. Hokinson, Potratz to the middle, Svenningsson attack, and in the kill by Svenningsson. Lexi's second here in the set, 4-2 Valley City. And now serving here on the near side, Brielle Dulé for the Highlanders, serving 4-2 in the second set. Free ball to the Highlanders, pass, Hofflin at the net, Potratz drops it in. Juliuson, then Overland, then up and in. Yes, the kill there by Kinley Lark. Point Raiders. And now back to serve for the Raiders. Layla Norrie serving 3-4. Here's a serve by Norrie. Heck, Potratz over. Kaloran to Overland. And it's pushed over by Juliuson. Set by Hofflin. Lexi Svenningsson will drop it in for her 3rd kill of the set. Highlanders with the point, take a 5-3 lead. And now they'll send Lexi Svenningsson back to serve. Here down near side, Juliuson, Overland, and up and over by Lark. Back to Valley City, Torbenson at the net, and into the net by Heck. As Hofflin on the second hit, couldn't do much with that. And so the point goes to the Raiders. 5-4, Highlanders by 1. And back serving will be Kinley Lark for Maple River Raiders. And the 8th graders, the only match going on right now in our triangular that's left here. Sept Potratz, oh, nobody there on the far side. Her set went over bench area, bench side, and no one was there. Point to the Raiders. We're tied 5-5. And Kinley Lark will go back to serve, serving 5-5. Up and over. Lexi Svenningsson with the return, then dumping it over. Right back is Hofflin. A battle at the net. Now Overland dropping it over. There on the cover, Torbenson. Hofflin gets it over. There's a Peterson off the pass from Kaloran. Back to the Raiders. Kaloran set. On the attack, Juliuson. Svenningsson with the dig. And then over by Hoffland, back to the Raiders. Kaloran back setting it. Overland into the net on her attack. Point, Valley City. That was a good volley. But Valley City will get the point, take a 6-5 lead here in the second set. Josie Heck now will go back to serve. And the right-hander serving it up and on the way. Pass, middle, Peterson, over. Torbenson, Heck. Kaloran on the cover. Overland, near side, Juliuson gets it. Here's Svenningsson with the dig. Gets it off to Heck. She'll set near side, Potratz dumps it over. Back to the Raiders, Kaloran. To the near side, Juliuson on the cover. Right there is Svenningsson. Back to Heck in the middle, attacking Hoffland. Back to the Raiders offensively. Kaloran will drop it over. Torbenson there on the cover, gets it off to Heck. She'll back set it for Hoffland. And the Raiders going back on offense. Here's Juliuson, swing and a miss. Well, the point there. And back here is an ace by Josie Heck. And the point for the Highliners. They've rattled off 3 in a row. And now 8-5. Here's Heck to serve. And Josie under the net. And it's supposed to go over, so that is a point on the service error for the Raiders. 8-6. Raiders by 2. Trailing by 2, and they'll send Shelby Overland back to the service line. Potratz, Heck setting it, and over by Hoffland. Back to the Raiders. Overland setting middle. Oop, Peterson backed up, and it was too far for Juliuson to get to. So the point for the Raiders, Valley City, 9-6. Highliners lead is at 3. Lauren Hokinson now back to serve after they'll bring Brielle Dulay back into the front row. And here's Hokinson serving into the net. And the point for Maple River, 9-6. Advantage now 9-7 for the Highliners. Jocelyn Juliuson will go back to serve. And Juliuson with the jump serve on the way. Svenningsson at the net. Nice job there over by Hoffland. Now Overland to Kaloran. She'll get it over the net. On the cover, Hokinson, and into the net, into the antenna. That'll be out. That'll be a point for the Raiders. They're within 1 at 9-8. Jocelyn Juliuson serving 8-9 here in the second set. Svenningsson, then over by Potratz. Set, Juliuson. Cross-court attack by Norrie. Back for the Highliners, Heck. Dulay, and no. That'll be 4 hits on Valley City, or just out on the 3rd hit. So point for the Raiders. They've come back to tie it at 9. And serving is Juliuson. Here's a serve on the way. Heck, set, Potratz attacking. Back row, pass, Lark, set, Juliuson over by Peterson. Now delayed to Heck. Heck sends it into the corner. On the cover there, Overland now passing it over to Kaloran. Kaloran into the net. That'll be a point for Valley City. That snaps a 3-point run by the Raiders. Highlanders go back up 1, 10-9. And back to serve will be Finley Hoffland. Hoffland over, now diving dig there by Hoffland. Back over by Peterson, over by Potratz, back over by Peterson, and out. Point Valley City. Highlanders go up 11-9. And Finley Hoffland with the serve. Juliuson, Norrie, and then Overland, over. Dulay, Hoffland to Potratz, jumping it over. Free ball here for the Raiders. Overland gives it back to Juliuson. Free ball for the Highliners. Pass Svenningsson. Heck to Potratz. She'll get it over. Kaloran, she'll set it. Our side, backside on the antenna of that by Norrie. That'll be Point Valley City. They go back up by 3 at 12-9. Finley Hoffland serving 12-9 here in the second set. Serve on the way and received by Lark. Here's Norrie attacking near side. Heck to Potratz. Backing up Dulay. She'll attack back row. I receive and dropping it in. That one went off both of Juliuson and Lark. Point Valley City. Timeout Raiders. 13-9. Valley City leading by 4. We're in the second set. This is 8th grade volleyball. The Highlanders and the Raiders from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Here we go as we come out of the timeout. Valley City has scored 4 in a row. They lead 13-9 here in set number 2. And getting the right players on the floor in their right spot. All set. Finley Hoffland to serve. Our 8th grade match here from the Hack. Here's Norrie receives. Kaloran, Overland. Free ball for Valley City. Svenningson gets it back over. Juliuson, Overland. Don't over by Norrie. Back to Valley City with Heck. Heck will get the pass over to Potratz. She'll get over to Dulay. She'll send it over. Free ball for the Raiders. Lark, set Overland. Peterson on the attack. Through the block attempt by Svenningson to the kill. Point there. Harper Peterson on the kill. Point Raiders. 13-10. As they trail by 3. And Harper Peterson back to serve. And the serve up and on the way. Here's Heck. Over by Svenningson. And the kill. Dropped in front of Peterson. Dropped in for the point. Valley City up 14-10 here in the second set. And first set went to Maple River, 25-21. Jay Potratz now back to serve. And Jay sends it over. Off the receive. That's an ace for Potratz. As Juliuson cannot receive. Point Valley City, 15-10 Highlanders. As they lead here in the second set, Potratz with the serve. And another ace. Again, another receive error from the back row by Juliuson. 16-10. Valley City on top by 6 with a 7-1 run here. There's a serve. This time Juliuson gets it to Kaloran. Kaloran gets it to Lark. Lark down the line. Potratz on the cover. Heck set middle. Svenningson gets it over. Free ball for the Raiders. Norrie. Over to Overland. Overland to Kaloran. Now back. Heck back setting it. Potratz over and in. Point. Jay Potratz picks up the kill. 17-10 Valley City. Highlanders on an 8-1 run here. And the serve by Potratz. And it's Kaloran back to the middle. Over by Lark. Cover there, Dulay. Back set Potratz. Heck sends it back row. Juliuson at the net. And the attack kill by Svenningson, her 4th of the set. 18-10 Valley City. And timeout, Raiders. 18-10, Highlanders leading. They're in a 9-1 run here in the second set. We're back with more. This is Highlander Junior High Volleyball from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. 19-11 point there for the Raiders. And here's Kaloran serving. Just chatting with Natalie Potratz, mom of Dakota and Jay, as see if the varsity match is anywhere online, and it is not. I might have to check a couple of locations just in case you can get caught up on what's going on with that. Right now, Valley City up 19-11. And there's the attack there by Jay Potratz on cue, gets the kill. 20-11 Valley City leading. A 9-point lead. Highlanders, we were tied 9-9 at one point. And now back serving will be Braille Dulé. And Dulé with the serve. Ooh, spins that one nicely. Great serve there in the kill. So the point for Valley City, 21-11. As they try to send this to a third set. Lost the first set 25-21. They're up 21-11 here in the second set. Here's Dulé with the serve. Well, after the ace, and she goes service there. So back serving here is the misfires off the serve, and then the receive, if you will, or the attack there by Juliuson goes out. And it's now 22-12. Lexi Svenningsson back to serve. And here's Svenningsson with the serve for Valley City and the ace. That's her third ace in this set. She's got, 4 kills in the set, 3 aces. Lexi Svenningsson, and it's 23-12. So she's been a part of 7 out of the 23 points here for Valley City. There's a serve on the way. There's another ace by Svenningsson. So now she has got 4 kills and 4 aces just here in the second set. 24-12 Valley City. And the right-hander sends it up, sends it into the net. I jinxed her. Service error, point 13-24. And now back to serve. It'll be Kinley Lark here for the Raiders, serving 13-24 in the second set. Lark serving it on the way. Lexi Svenningsson with the receive. Potratz here near side. Heck, no, wide on the third hit there, and get me over hit by Heck. It's 14-24. Lark here serving. Little mini jump serve and long. Point Valley City. And the Highlanders take the set 25-14. And we are going to a third set here. The Highlanders and the Raiders. We're back with more Highlander volleyball from the Hack Junior High variety on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of our timeout, it is Valley City, Maple River, 8th grade volleyball, set number 3 here. And it'll be the Raiders serving with Allie Kaloran serving far court, near court. Raiders took the first set, 25-21. Valley City with a nice run at one time of 9-1 to open up an 8-point lead, winning 25-14. So they actually finished 16-5 to end that second set and win by 11. And now back serving will be Allie Kaloran. She's ready to serve here for the Raiders. Far court, near court. Serving to start the third set. Torbenson, Dulé, and Hoganson. And the line judge kind of got in the way, but I don't think Hoganson would have gotten it up and over from that far back in the corner. So the point off the ace there by Kaloran. And it's 1-0 Raiders. Raiders 1-1 so far in the on the day. There's an ace by Kaloran. The 8th graders defeated Fargo Grove. The 7th graders lost to Oak Grove. And then the 7th graders lost to the Highliners. So they are 1-2 coming into this match. Overall, junior high, there's another ace by Kaloran. Hoganson's pass actually hit the knee of Svenningsson. And it's 3-0. Raiders leading. Valley City 2-1 coming into this, losing to Oak Grove in 3 in the 8th grade match. Another ace by Kaloran. 4-0. Raiders leading. And Oak Grove also, they finished 3-1. They defeated Valley City. They defeated Maple River. And then lost to Valley City. Actually, they were 2-2 in this match, in this week triangular. There's a receive error again. Kaloran continuing to serve 5-0 here for the Raiders. We'll recap all the scores at the conclusion of this. Here's Torbenson. Nice receive there. Good pass. Heck, over by Dulé. On the cover, Holland. And then Lark gets it over and the kill. So the point for Maple River, 6-0. And Allie Kaloran continues to serve as she serves 6-0. Svenningsson. Heck, no. Another ace for Kaloran, 7-0. And timeout taken by Gregerson. And Coach Gregerson said, let's talk it over. Timeout taken by the Highliners, down 7-0 here in set number 3. We're back with more Highlander Volleyball from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, here is Valley City. Heck, back set. Over by Hofflin. Here's Overland for the Raiders to the middle. Up and over by Lark. Attacking Hofflin in the corner and the kill. There they get on the board. Finley Hofflin with the kill. 1-7. And now back serving here is the aforementioned Finley Hofflin. Hofflin serving. Set. Kaloran, middle. Lark tipping it over off Torbenson, and they're going to call an illegal hit there on Aaliyah. That'll be a point for the Raiders. 8-1. And back to serve is Layla Norrie, and an ace by Norrie. 9-1 Raiders here in the third set. After Valley City had that 16-5 run to end the second set, had the momentum, it's been all Raiders here in the third set. Up 9-1. Norrie with the serve into the net. Service there. Point Valley City, 2-9 Valley City. Trailing by 7. And Dulé will go back to serve. Brielle Dulé waiting for the substitution. As Priscilla Fambula is now in front row. And the serve, and that's an ace by Dulé. That might have hit the corner and stayed in if Juliuson doesn't receive. And the serve is Dulé serving 3-9, and that is received. Dropping it in for the point It was a nice pass there by Holland, and they drop it in. Killorn dropped it in for the point. That'll be a point for the Raiders. They go up 10-3 here in the third set. Brielle Dulay, Kinley Lark, serve, ace, hit the top of the net, dropped it in for the ace. 11-3 Raiders. I'm going to recap all of the scores from this triangular with Maple River, Fargo Grove, and Valley City at the conclusion of this 8th grade match. 11-3. Here's the serve, and long on the serve there by Lark. Point Valley City. Highlanders down 4-11. And Janie Svenningson's going to come in. She will go back row and serve. Oh, now they want him to do it again. No, the down officials. I think she wanted to have was just getting him the right rotation. That's what it was. Served there by Svenningson. And Fonbula gets it over, or gets it to Killorn. She gets it over the net. Into the net. Too far for Heck to reach. Raiders with the point. 12-4 Raiders. And they will get a substitute. Here comes Overland in to serve. Shelby Overland serving. 12-4 here in this third set for the Raiders. Received by Delay. Pass, Hopland over by Svenningson. Lark, pass, Killorn. Setting it up. Backing up, Juliuson. Got it around the antenna, got the point. With the left hand, just was able to keep it in on the antenna, got the point. 13-4. Here is set match point for the Raiders. Heck on the receive. And hitting the pass there, hit the backboard right above the court there by Lark, Point Valley City. 5-14, Highlanders down 9. It's not a redo, I don't think. No, it's a point for the Highlanders. Lauren Hokinson now will go back and serve. Hoganson serving, and nice catch there by her teammate Hofflin. Point to the Raiders, and the Raiders take the set 15-5, and they win the match 2-1. So the Raiders winning here over Valley City. Again, before we sign off, let's just take a quick look at how the scores went. First in the first matches tonight, 7th grade, Maple River losing to Oak Grove, 25-14, 25-19. And then in the 8th grade match, it was Maple River winning 25-18, 24-26, 17-14. And then it was Valley City and Oak Grove. Highlander 7th graders winning 25-22, 18-25, 15-5. Oak Grove 8th graders with the win, 13-25, 26-24, 15-12. And then it was Valley City 7th graders over Maple River 25-11, 25-14. And just now, Maple River 8th graders winning 25-21, 14-25, and 15-5. So that is the way it plays out here in this triangular, as Maple River, Valley City, and Oak Grove all splitting their matches tonight here in this Valley City Junior High triangular. Well, that's going to wrap things up here tonight. We're going to be back at it again. Coach's Corner again Thursday morning at 7:30 here from the Hack, as we'll be talking tennis, volleyball, football, and cross country. A busy homecoming week here for the Highlanders. And then, of course, Highlander homecoming volleyball Thursday night, as they'll be taking on Wahpeton here at the Hack. That'll get started again with our 4:30, JV at 5:45, varsity at around 7:15. And then we'll wrap up the homecoming weekend. Friday night football, the Highlanders taking on Fargo South, as at least our coverage of homecoming activities. And that'll be Friday night. And then again, Highlander Cross Country will be hosting the Blue and White Bill Jansen on Saturday morning at Bjornson. My thanks to Ray Nelson, our technical director and producer, and our camera operator here tonight. And, of course, you, our viewers, joining us here tonight on YouTube. Valley City splitting their 4 matches tonight between the junior high, 7th and 8th grade against Oak Grove and Maple River. Until Thursday night, this is Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us and so long from the Hack.